Alright, Leo, welcome back to the channel. Real talk. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Leo Energy, welcome in. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. To all my subscribers, I do appreciate you guys for your support. Overall, I appreciate you for your patience, okay? Leo Energy. Only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. We're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck, see what possible energies need to be released. Alright, this is a matter of burning and releasing. Everybody's not spiritual, everybody's not religious. You take your pick of whatever side you are on or whatever you're comfortable with. This is a matter of burning and releasing. Every card has a ritual on it. You write that ritual down, set your intentions to clear that negative energy, and you burn it. Yes, you burn it. You set fire to it because fire destroys, right? And you really want to physically destroy this negative energy. Well, this negative energy is consistent of spiritual entities or negative spiritual energy, right? It's just negative energy that's dark, right? Low vibrational energies. You want to clear that. You don't want nothing to do with that because it creates blockages in your life, right? So you want to do away with any low vibrational energies, any dark entities. That's what these rituals are about, to help you to clear it. And then what you do is you ask the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team to assist you with clearing that particular energy. Okay? So Leo, let's see what we have for you here. Leo energy. What needs to be cleared for Leo? Seems like it falls right in line too. Leo, all fear of transparency, vulnerability, and authenticity are around others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Fear of transparency, vulnerability, and authenticity around others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be who you want to be. Be who you feel comfortable being. But you want to write that down. Set your intentions to release those fears. And you want to burn it. The next one is all self-doubt. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Any self-doubt, yes, you want to clear that. That causes blockages when you don't believe in yourself, right? Or it could also cause an energy of codependency when you don't believe in you and your own potential. Right? Spirit wants you to believe in yourself. Be more transparent. Be more vulnerable. Don't be afraid. Be authentic, right? Or be more authentic for whoever that's resonating for, right? Past, present, future energies, Leo, only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Do not try to make messages fit. That is not necessary. If it makes sense to you, it's possibly that is for you. If you were drawn in, possible messages here for you. However, if it don't line up with nothing that you're dealing with, it doesn't relate to you in any kind of way, then that just signifies that it's not for you at this time. Okay? Leo energy. Let's see what Leo has here. Leo energy. Someone here could have met someone online, or you could just be doing a lot of traveling at this time. Okay? Don't feel bad about leaving situations and people behind that no longer serve you, Leo. Okay? Speak your truth. Be direct. Be clear. And I'm pretty sure that's what you're going to expect of others. Okay? Stand in your power. I'm picking up Empress energy here. Male or female, doesn't matter. Okay? Leo energy. Leo energy. Leo energy. Yeah, Leo, Leo, Leo. My Leos. My Leos. Maybe something you need to take a second look at, Leo, or you need to take a look at in general. Something you need to really pay attention to, perhaps. Let's see what we have here. Leo, we have the Two of Cups coming out. You're showing up here with the Strength card, Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Okay? Two of Cups, Strength card, Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups. Alright? Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, Temperance, and hermit. All right. You may have already had the strength to move on from some things here. Awakening, happening, surrendering to the call, stepping into your truth, knowing what your truth is, and not being afraid to walk in that. Step in that. Live it. See it. Accept it. Do not ignore it, okay? Calling, okay? But rejuvenation, resting up, recuperating, rejuvenating energy, regrouping type of energy, like a reset here. Definitely you're starting to see something, or you have noticed something different, or it's something that you're recognizing, okay? You're realizing something here. Okay, someone could definitely be still in your energy, lingering from the past, or someone could be very gossipy when it comes to you for whatever reason. And it could simply be people speaking about your relationships, or the relationship you could currently be in. Someone could be speaking on that and not speaking very positive about it. Whatever relationship you could be in concerning a water sign, perhaps, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But there was something you were definitely worried about, or you probably had a little bit of anxiety about when it came to your stability or your security. Okay? But you're having the strength to push forward through that, or you've already done it. And you're having more patience with yourself as well. And you're more balanced than you were before. A lot of changes happening here. But you're tempering the changes, right? You're allowing yourself to be in the moment. You feel this, you see this, you understand it, the changes. Okay? You're realizing too that maybe you need to be more patient and maybe not impulsive, just patient. Even with yourself. Be more patient, male or female. Even with yourself, yeah. Like, people that could be low-key gossiping or talking about whatever relationship situation you may have going on with the lover, perhaps with the Two of Cups being here. People basically just voicing their opinions, no facts. Maybe they could know you, maybe it could be family, but they don't know what it is you're choosing to do. They don't know what it is you're dealing with behind closed doors per se, but they don't know your decisions. They don't know what you deal with at night. They don't know the decisions that you've made or going to make. They don't know any plans that you may have. They don't know. And so because of the gossip and maybe some backbiting or negative talk that you may be aware of here, Leo, you're starting to block people out. You're starting to create boundaries with people. It's just that just doesn't do anything for you. Whatever you're not in alignment with anymore, whatever you don't want to deal with anymore, even if it is a family member or a friend or a lover, I feel like you're blocking people out here. Standing up, speaking up, but boundaries. Yeah, past energy here. I feel like it's past energy because it's something you have put behind you. It's an energy of choosing not to worry anymore, choosing not to allow anyone to put you in an energy of worry or instability or any kind of stuckness, because there's a stuck energy here. There's also betrayal here, lies. But it's something I feel like it's over for you, Leo, male or female. I feel like there's a water sign you may have dealt with, possibly air sign, but I feel like it's something that you've allowed to be over with. You're done with, leaving it behind. And it has to do with a past person. Yeah, because you're starting something new. You want to do something different, something fresh. A new environment, a new relationship, new life, new love, new energy, new peace, new place, or places, okay? And you may have expressed this to someone that, you don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And someone could be upset about that. Finally leaving someone behind that really just didn't have your best interest at heart, you might as well say. And you could have some regret. Like, I feel like you could not, like, You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You maybe regret being in a situation for too long, or putting up with a situation for so long and finally seeing your way out of it, or finally releasing it all together, spiritually releasing it, mentally, emotionally, physically, detaching, an energy of detachment here, where you're finally leaving something alone. And maybe you didn't want to hurt people's feelings or a person's feelings when you left them alone. Sparing people's feelings, or feeling like maybe I shouldn't leave this person because maybe this person wanted you to think you couldn't do better than them. You know, they were the best partner for you, but they didn't have your best interest at heart. Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, that's Ten of Swords. That's indecisive energy, lies, betrayal, whatever you want to call it, manipulation as well. Playing mind games. You can't feel sorry for someone who will play those games with you. You can't feel sorry for someone who will lie to you at the drop of a hat, who knows what you really want in life, and instead of them help you to build it, they become your opponent, or put you in third-party situations, or disrespect you, or leave you hanging, or don't mind disappointing you. That's not an energy you want to maintain, right? So what you do is you start giving to yourself, because now you're realizing, don't forget, we're having realizations here. So we're realizing that this was unrequited. Oh, well, no, it took a little time to wake up from it, awakening, judgment, but now I see this not what I want. No, I don't want this. No thanks. I'll block you instead. I'll create boundaries instead. Matter of fact, let me create distance and everything else, because I finally see that I can have something new, I can do something new, I can do something different. Some of y'all releasing so-called friends too. They're not your friends. You thought they was, but they're not. So this equal give and take thing is like you've experienced other people giving to other people even when they pretended they was with you. And you found out they were giving to other people and lying about it. Giving to other relationships, lying about it. Giving their love and sexual energy to other people with multiple partners and lying about it. Some of you found out about it and probably went and did some damage. Some of y'all found out somebody cheating. Well, boy, when you found out, that was the worst thing could ever happen in their life. And may I emphasize on their life, because when you found out, it was on. Yeah, some of y'all went and tore up some shit, but I ain't gonna tell nobody. Some of y'all Leos don't play that, y'all. You find out that they cheated on you, boy. Woo! Go tab their life through your pentacles. You see, you realizing this is no longer working. This doesn't work, or this is what's the energy that you left behind in the past. Realizing no matter how much effort you put into it, no matter what you did to make it work, no matter how much money you put into it, no matter how much you did to make it look good, didn't work. Some of y'all, this is a job situation where you no longer want this job. You've been here so long, these people don't want to give you no fair trade. They don't want to give you no higher position. They don't want to pay you more money for all the work that you do. Your boss, he ain't not a good boss. He nasty, got nasty mouth, he's sarcastic. Some of y'all dealing with some sexual harassment in the workplace because the boss don't want to get off your back trying to sleep with you and all that. Y'all tired of all that mess. Then you're not getting paid what you were, doing more work than you paid for. Some of y'all leaving jobs. And you've been in your head wondering, can you become stable without that job? Yes, you can. You can become stable without a 9-to-5. You actually can. Yes, it's steps to it. Yes, it takes a lot of work and effort and consistency. But yes, it can be done. It's not impossible. It can be done. Lovers. Yeah. See, you've been tempering this love for a long time. Leo, you've been tempering this love for a very long time. How much patience can you have? How long do you wait for someone to get it together? Well, let me tell you, Leo, and I feel like you've already made decisions like this, but because this is past energy that you had to leave behind, and you're glad to leave it behind to start something new, to do something different. Keep your heart open, but wait for no man, dear. Wait for no man. Male or female talking, I'm talking to, whoever's viewing, male or female, you don't wait for nobody, and that's the thing, you're not waiting anymore. Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy. Okay. You've done some soul searching here. You realize that you can't let yourself go lacking trying to uphold the relationship all by yourself. You can't let yourself go broke or be broken by someone who doesn't respect you or have true genuine love for you or don't want to be loyal to you or want to play mind games and make you think they with you when they with you and 2 or 3 other people. Because Leo is an energy of loyalty. You believe in being loyal, okay? But at the same time, you will cut a monkey. Okay? Leo energy, yeah, you're focused. You're focusing on craft. You're focusing on building. Some of y'all, like I said, you've been keeping it to yourself probably about leaving a job and building for yourself. Whoever trying to come into you, this lover here that you're tempering or have tempered or given chance after chance after chance, who you forgiven chance after chance after chance. If y'all want this person, that's up to you. This person is coming in a very chaotic and a hostile energy. Okay? Maybe it's because they mad about what you found out. Okay? Somebody found something out here. Yeah, you're getting past the illusions. You're over the illusions. You're done with that. The illusion that I can make it work by myself. The illusion that they don't have to bring that much to the table just as long as I bring most of it to the table. A lot of y'all Leos, y'all been the breadwinner in all y'all relationships. Majority of you been the breadwinner in all your relationships, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're supposed to get treated fairly as well. Yeah, you're taking your power back. Thinking more logically. Putting things in order. Demanding that order. Structure. That's what you're about. Building something solid. I want order in here. We need structure. Look, this needs to be put here. That needs to be put there. Discipline. Prioritizing. This is what it's going to be. And this is what I'm not going to stand for. This is what you're not going to do. And this is what I'm going to do. So somebody took their power back here. Yeah, it's a family situation. You done found out somebody did a whole lot of something they ain't had no business. Even if you did see potential in it working for them, you've learned to let that go. You've learned to leave it behind because you can't do it all by yourself. Relationship is work. Partnership in business, relationship in love, relationship family-wise, friendships, relationships overall is work. And if you're not willing to put in the work, then you're not willing to have a healthy relationship. So this has a lot to do with family, and I mean family as in their family could have been involved, your family could have been involved, could have been a lot of he say, she say about what did happen, what didn't happen, who did this, who did what, who slept with who, whoever that is for. Okay, a lot of information here, spirit. Okay, whoever slept with who, whatever you found out, well, I'm hoping that was a deal breaker for you. King of Pentacles energy, Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, so I said King of Pentacles. You could very well have a counterpart that you could become engaged with or you would come across meeting some kind of way. This person is going to match your energy. And what you ought to do is you ought to take your time to not be impulsive. You ought to take your time and search out the energy just like you're soul searching for yourself. Search out the energy, okay? Queen of Pentacles energy, that's where you're headed. That's why you're so focused. Because whatever that family dynamic is, like you're going off to do it, it's like you want to do it on your own. But you're not, if you are doing it on your own, Leo, male or female, it probably wouldn't be long before you drew that energy back to you where you would meet someone who would match that Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? Some of you had to become very stern about what you say, how you feel, what you mean, what you will and will not put up with. Some of you had to really become very, very stern, more stern than usual. Yeah, more strict than usual. For people to realize that you're serious and not take you as a game, as a joke, you know? There's nothing worse than somebody taking you as a joke, you know? And I feel like your wish for fulfillment, don't want to let me speak here. Your wish fulfillment, Leo, is going to happen regardless, and you are not to feel bad about your wish fulfillment. Why should you? Everything that has already been dealt with, all the turmoil you've already put up with, all the illusion, the disrespect, the lies, the cheating, whatever you dealt with, even dealing with someone who refused to pull their own weight. Some of y'all dealt with somebody you had to mother them for so long. You had to mother this person, male or female, you had to mother them. They were very codependent upon your energy for you to do everything for them, to, some of y'all were dealing with people who were in childlike energy to where they wanted you to do everything for them, make everything happen, help them fill out their application, wash their clothes and do this and set out something for them to eat and, stuff like that, kind of baby a person a little bit. Well, Leo is not here to hold any hands. We're here to walk together side by side, and we're here to build together and invest together. And so the investments that you have made in the past, they weren't such good investments. The seeds didn't go into soil that was what's the word here? The type of soil that's fertile, right? It's like you planted seeds, but the soil that you planted your seeds in, dealing with this situationship, this family situationship, is lovers. You could have been married to this person. I do see it's a family situationship though. With the Ten of Pentacles and lovers being here, this is a family situation here. Okay? So you could have planted the seeds with this person, steady investing, trying to make it what you wanted to be or make it what you saw it to have the potential to be. But it still didn't go in your favor, and it's simply because you were dealing with someone who more than likely was unequally yoked to you. They didn't see things the same way you saw them, as in building together, building that empire, having each other's back, right? Being responsible together, right? Bringing in the finances to the table together, sorting things out together, even if it's left up to one person to actually put forth the action to pay the bills, yet and still behind the scene, you came together with the money to do these actions or to put forth these actions, right? So by you investing in the past, you're seeing and understanding that the seeds that I planted, they basically went into bad ground. They went into bad soil. It didn't work out, but yet you learned lessons from it. Yet you understand that you had to overcome the illusions of it. And you've seen the illusions, and what's seen cannot be unseen. You understood that you needed to stand your ground. You understood that you needed to make better decisions for yourself. You understood that you needed to be in a independent energy and not a codependent energy. And don't allow someone to be codependent upon you. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care if you do have children with them. You do not let a person disrespect you, put you in third-party situation, lie to you, betray you, and manipulate, possibly make children on you, and then turn around and you respect them with the highest respect. You give to them like they deserve it, and yet they're not treating you the same way. That's unequal give and take. That's unequally yoked. That'll never work. So it's time to invest in you, and that's exactly what you're doing, regardless of what anyone has to say. It doesn't matter. Mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, doesn't matter what nobody has to say. At this point, Leo, you are solely investing in yourself because you refuse to invest this time and not receive any harvest from the fruits of your labor, from the seeds that you have planted. And this time, if you're going to plant seeds, you'd rather plant those seeds within your own soil. You'd rather invest within yourself because you know you're not going to let yourself down. Someone here has dealt with a lot of disappointments from lovers. So don't doubt yourself. Have belief in you. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're standing in your truth, finally, seeing what's real, understanding that I cannot unsee this. Instead, let me do something about it. I want a more open authentic life. I want a more transparent type of life, or even an authentic person, or more transparent person. Then you realize you have to operate in that energy in order to draw that energy in. You have to be the energy that you'd like to experience. Be that energy. Practice being transparent and vulnerable and authentic. Practice self-love, and do not allow self-doubt. Reject self-doubt. Have more confidence about self, right? So there's a lot of soul searching going on here, and there's a lot of energy of you separating and distancing yourself from anybody that could possibly even project any illusions upon you, anything of your past. Some of you are dealing with a father figure. Some of you could possibly be dealing with a father figure who was very codependent upon your energy. And as you grew up giving to this person and doing for this person, always being there for them financially, always giving to them and being there for them, giving to them and giving to them until you all gave out, right? A person that probably disappointed you a lot in your childhood and left you hanging a lot, left you without a lot, left you in lack a lot, left you broken even, okay, to some extent, as a little girl, as a little boy. These are things that you grow up with, and then you start experiencing this in your own relationships. Now you got somebody codependent on you all through the relationship. Y'all done had children and all this stuff. The children is trying to grow up, and they don't want to be held accountable, or they don't want to be responsible with you as a parent, a co-parent with you, or however. And they want to forever be a Toys R Us kid. You trying to raise the children y'all done created together and raise a family. They want to still be a child. What you gonna do with that? Some of y'all get this energy from dealing with a father figure whom you need to release, and some of you are releasing that along with energies of the past that just no longer serve you. Yeah, you're transmuting energies and manifesting the life that you really do want, because you have all the tools to do so. And whoever's talking things and saying things, y'all already know they don't know what they're talking about. They don't have a clue as to what's going on with you. Because why? They don't live in your household, and they don't sleep in your bed. 2727 on the timer. That's 99. A lot of y'all could be seeing synchronicities of 9. Why? Because we're in the year 9. 9 is the number of completion. It's time for these type of energies to be done away with. And I feel like that's what you've done. You've left these energies in the past. You've already gained the experience of investing too much into someone and not investing enough in yourself. What did it cause? Heartbreak. It caused you to be taken advantage of. It caused you to have anxiety. Because of what? Worrying about your stability. Worrying about your finances. Dealing with people who are immature, who don't want to grow up, who don't really want to build. You try to pull them in and show them how to do it, or you try to give them some type of example and illustrate to them how to do it, yet they don't catch on. Why? Because they're not willing to do it. Because you can't lead the water, you can't lead the horse to the water and then force the horse to drink. The horse has to drink on his own because he's thirsty. If a person is not ambitious enough and adventurous enough to go with you in life and to continue to build and have a life and build whatever empire y'all should want to build together, if they don't have that intention with you, then what are the intentions? Because if they ain't helping you to build, then what are they helping you to do? Okay, so we have a King of Wands energy showing up here. The world cycle is closed. Yeah, deception here. See? Deception. Somebody who just really want to dampen, your energy and stay in your energy, but you know your truth. And your truth was leaving them behind. Your truth was probably even moving in silence. But even though they probably felt like they were being deceptive, they actually got deceived. When it comes to judgment, yeah, they got deceived. They thought they were deceiving you, they got deceived. However that went. Some of y'all dealt with a lot of deception and heartbreak and pain in this past relationship. It's a past relationship. And some of you do have children with the person as well. somebody who is very conceited. There's something that's taking off quickly here. I feel like it's you, Leo. You're just going to keep it moving. Somebody do want to communicate with you and talk with you, but you know who you are. Empress energy showing up along with the Emperor energy showing up. I feel like you are balanced at this time, and I feel like you have new love coming in. That's a high potential for you. That's how I feel, because right now you're choosing yourself. Some of you are already with someone new, and that person may be very well for you. Pay attention to the energies, pay attention to the body language, conversations, and stuff like that. That person could very well have a potential to grow with you if you are with someone new. Some of you, maybe you haven't met a new person yet, but you will. Right now, you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy and this Empress energy. So you're basically on your way to self-development. For those of you who leaving a job, yeah, you're on your way to self-development. You could be building a business of your own or creating something of your own. It's definitely gonna take off. Eight of Wands. With the world. It's gonna take off, whatever that is. Okay, so aspiration and compassion here shows up for you, Leo. Aspire to achieve your highest potential. Remember, all self-doubt and disbelief in my potential. Okay? All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. So aspire to achieve your highest potential and set your sights high. Okay? Cultivate compassion in your heart. Understand and empathize with others. So the thing is, whatever you're leaving behind, that is definitely your past. But just know, newness of life is here. Rejuvenation is here. And you are definitely grounded. You know who you are and you know what you want. And you can have that. Being in this energy, this is an energy of development. This is an energy of new birth. And you're giving new birth to projects, businesses, even energies that you have within yourself. It's an energy of new birth, a new energy within yourself. And this will be energies that will bring about creativity, ambition, motivation. And that will give you that energy boost to move into something new, something fresh, something new to you, a new beginning for you. Some of you could be starting new jobs even. Some of you could be starting new businesses. Some of you could even be starting to build a home that you want to buy, or you're going to go get you a new vehicle that you want. You're just going off and you are manifesting the life that you really want for you. And because you are in this energy of something fresh, something new, new beginnings, and learning something new, some of you are learning new things as well, new skills. Some of you could be going back to school to learn new skills as far as getting new licenses or certificates for something. You could be getting licensed for something, getting a certificate in something, doing a trade and earning some type of a license or a certificate for that. Whatever you're doing is going to take you to higher heights and deeper depths. Okay, when it comes to spirituality, it's just spiritual elevation, higher ranking, right? And the more you elevate spiritually, the more you elevate in the physical. Okay? So this is definitely you doing something new. There's a rebirth. Seems like there's a rebirth that will be happening for you. Okay? Leo energy. So it's like continue to be inspired. Okay, Leo? Continue to be inspired. And whatever you're leaving behind, it's a good thing that you are leaving it behind. You have learned those lessons. Yeah, Tower here. You have learned those lessons. Spiritual intervention, you've allowed that intervention, and you're just moving forward. You know your truth, you're living your truth, and you dare not do anything other than that. And anyone that comes to you have to remain in their truth as well. And I feel like you will definitely attract that energy, because that's what Empress does. Empress attracts. You're not chasing people anymore. You're not chasing a person trying to get them to love you. You're not chasing a person trying to get them to be a responsible father or a responsible mother. You're not chasing people anymore. You letting them do whatever they do and you doing you. You're not doing that. Trying to get them to stop cheating. Trying to get them to stop lying. Trying to get them to understand what it is to have each other's back. Grow together. Build together. Work through your differences. Work through the conflict. Work through hard times. Someone here, you're done with chasing people. trying to show a person. Yeah, Empress shows up on the break again. So there's something definitely developing here. You're definitely coming into something new, a new energy, or a new person as well. Something's happening quickly. The energies are picking up very quickly. 8 of Wands twice. Something very fast is happening here in the energy, and it could be some communication too. Maybe it be some communication from people from the past. But even if you choose to communicate with them, that communication may be short. Maybe you won't communicate at all. Maybe you're just totally done with all of that altogether. But that doesn't mean people are not going to try to tap into your energy. But just know that you are protected. Yeah, you're in the energy of creativity with the solar plexus. Solar plexus. Okay, yeah. So you have the solar plexus out here showing up as long with all this yellow. And then you have the sacral chakra plexus here showing up. So definitely you are creating. Creating, yes. You're creating. And yeah. You're also, some of you, you're learning about how to transmute your sacral energy. Someone here is learning how to transmute sacral energy. Now you may say, how do you transmute sexual energy? Well, the sacral energy is your sexual energy. That's where you can create from, right? And instead of using it to do things we don't need to be doing, which is engaging with other people in sexual acts, you take that energy and you transmute the energy and you focus on what you want to build. That's what you put that energy into. And the more you put your energy into a situation, the more you focus on that situation, the more that situation will develop. So if you take that sexual energy and you start to focus on, let's say you're building the engine to a car, and just an example, and right now you're not focused on that energy. Right now you're taking your sexual energy and you're engaged in a relationship. Well, the more you engage in that relationship, you stay broke, you stay drained, and you never get to the engine. You know what needs to be done, you done bought all the parts, but you never get to the engine because you're in this relationship. This relationship is taking up all your time. Or it even could be a job that's taking up all your time. So you invest all your time in the relationship and in the job, so the engine you never touch it. You never get to it. Because where are you putting all your energy and your time into? The job, into the relationship. So something along the line may go lacking. Right? But in this situation, spiritually, the engine needs to be put in the car. It needs to be rebuilt and put in the car. So finally, you decide you're going to look within. How am I going to get this engine done if I'm steady concentrating on this relationship and the relationship taking up all my time, the job's taking up all my strength? Okay, so something's got to give. Finally, you decide, I'm going to focus. I want something different. I'm going to focus on the engine. And the relationship may go lacking a little bit because that person doesn't have any understanding that you have something else you need to do. So then you got to put up your little, wands and block them out a little bit so you can focus on the spiritual part of what needs to be done, which is the engine. That's the spiritual part. So you're going to go into this engine, you're going to start focusing on it, you're going to start putting things together, undoing some things, releasing old oils or releasing old fluids. Then you're going to turn around and you're going to put new fluids in. You're going to release the old parts and start changing out the parts. That's focus. That's work. That's putting in the effort. That's alchemizing the energy and transmuting. Instead of me giving over here, I'm going to start putting my energy into this. And before long, the engine has been built. The fluids are brand new, the parts are brand new, and you've hooked it up and you've actually got an engine that's been built and it's running. And the benefit to that engine is that I can drop it in the car and I can take off. As long as that engine is never built, I can't put the engine in that car and expect to actually physically move. But if I focus on the engine, focus on getting the parts done, focus on the fluids and changing out the fluids, and go ahead and place the engine in the car, hook it up, I can actually start it and go. So that's what you're doing. You're focusing on what's more important. You're focusing, prioritizing on what it is you really truly want for yourself, Leo, and you're focusing on that. And with the Empress energy, you understand sacral energy and how it works, so you're going to put that energy into yourself, whether it be for a business, whether it be for a new job, whether it's to create your own business, right? Create your own items, create your own channel, create your own fashion line, you know, whatever it is, you'll be creating that. You'll be creating that using that sacral energy. And with the solar plexus, it's just willpower, self-confidence, self-assurance, and willpower that drives you to create. It drives you with ambition. It drives you with a thirst, right? I apologize, y'all can't hardly see me. It's the sun, but you can hear me. Okay, Leo? So with this being said, you're moving on to something new. You've left the past in the past. No regrets. May have had some disappointments, but you paid attention to the ins and outs and the good and the bad in which you've come out of. And what you're going into is no longer accepting that negative energy from the past, no longer accepting anyone in relationship from the past because you've overcome these things. No longer accepting any of that. No longer accepting any codependency type of energy. If people didn't mean you any good, you're just leaving it at that and you're moving on. You're forgiving what needs to be forgiven, including forgiving yourself. Even for allowing things to happen, allowing people to take advantage of you because you had to learn, right? Temperance. And the Page of Pentacles, you're having to learn. There's things you're learning as well as you go. And that's what lets you know that you leave that behind because you don't want nothing to do with that low vibrational energy. You want to move on from that. You want to elevate, right? Create and elevate. And that's what you're doing. You're co-creating with the universe and you're elevating. Spiritually, you're elevating. A lot of you either were practicing celibacy and now you've met someone already, or you are practicing celibacy. Of course, as an Empress, you know better to practice celibacy, but yet, because you don't give your sacral energy to anyone unless it's a counterpart, unless it's someone who matches your energy on your level, spiritually too. So like I said, you could be co-creating with the universe as an Empress, male or female. We're talking about the energy, and that's what Empress energy is. It's creating, creativity, rebirth, development, learning, right? So male or female, because some men be like, hey man, I ain't no female, I ain't no Empress. Yeah, that's right. You have feminine energies too. So Leo, I hope that the messages were clear for you, and I hope that it was helpful. I feel like that's it. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? You see, somebody has a counterpart coming in, or you could have already met this person. They're going to match you. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles up there. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, and here's the King of Pentacles at the top of the deck. So you do have a counterpart coming in after you've left all the grime and the mud behind and all that as an Empress. Yeah, Empress energy, because the Emperor showed up over there. Some of y'all could have thought you was with your counterpart till you found out that you wasn't. You had this awakening. But you balanced out your Emperor and Empress energies, and yet you have a counterpart coming in. Somebody has a counterpart coming in. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, and you have a King of Pentacles that could be coming in. Okay? Some of you may have come away from a fire sign or a water sign. You may have left a water sign or a fire sign behind. So again, Leo, I hope the messages were helpful, and I hope that the messages were clear for you. And until next time, Leo, take care. Trying to see. There we go.